Good afternoon everyone, Daniel Miller here. How are you all doing? How was your Saturday? Have you been playing Anthem all day and all night long? Well, I hope so, because this time around the demo is working a lot better on the technical front, and indeed it is providing us with many hours of very exciting Anthem universe exploration, and this is exactly what we were doing yesterday during our stream, which was very lengthy, has to be said, although broken up a bit at times. And we are going to be exploring our Anthem universe today yet again. I can see Ibdo is here. Hello Ibdo, how are you doing? Good to see you. Are you also playing Anthem? Are you accessing it? Did you download the demo? If so, maybe you can join. Maybe we can do the exploration of the Anthem universe together online, because so far I played all literally throughout as a single player, but I'd like to experience it also in a, well, I've been a part of some multiplayer teams, but they weren't really my friends or people who are my followers, my community members. And will you be able to do that? Can you access Anthem demo on your PlayStation? Or maybe on your PC? Yeah, actually, if you're on PC, then we will not be able to join because it's still not cross-platform at the moment. But they are introducing cross-platform play in a little while. They said certainly within the first couple of months. You haven't tried it yet. Can you access PlayStation Plus and do PlayStation Plus? I mean, through PlayStation Plus, because you told me that that there were some problems with the subscription or so. So I thought if you had renewed it, then perhaps you could access, because obviously with the download it's free for all. It's no longer VIP demo, and so far so good. So just to recap on what we were doing yesterday. We were really engaging with the Anthem universe through free play, and free play is the option where you can literally roam around and try everything which is out there. And as you are exploring the territory, you're also unlocking various locations and tasks. You're given contracts, you're given various other quests and sub-quests, and it was really thoroughly enjoyable. In fact, being able to try all three components, meaning the story missions together with the Stronghold one and then free play, has been literally terrific. In fact, earlier today I've been listening to some of the reviews and comments made elsewhere. A lot of people very pleased with everything offered. Of course, they were a lot happier since Friday, because many other problems which we experienced last weekend have been eradicated, so we are not really having them. Infinite screen had disappeared, login problems had disappeared, but rubber banding had persisted at times, and there are some dead spots for me in the universe where I'm literally glued to a certain spot and I can't really move ahead, and therefore I either have to be trying hard to progress, or indeed if I'm in a firefight I get killed immediately. The reason for which is the enemy can see me as being completely static, standing at one single place, and then obviously I'm simply your cannon fodder, or sitting duck, whichever you like better. So, you know, I did die quite a few times as a result of that, and unfortunately I was not able to get away, you know, from that major technical problem. But it was not persisting very frequently, and I was able to really roam around quite a bit. It wasn't really disturbing as much as during last weekend, and therefore my gameplay and the experience of the overall Anthem universe has been greatly enhanced, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think that is a kind of experience that I like having when testing games and doing demos. And BioWare actually had provided us with a massive you could call it demo stroke beta test, because it has an enormous number of hours of gameplay and so many different options and possibilities as you are exploring the territory. In fact, I would advise everyone to try Free World first, because in the Free World you can try all of your javelin suits and crack on with various options, and you can explore how you can strategize as well, because obviously the world in free play is very unknown, and if you are doing it together with your mates, then you can come up with a strategy quickly, and you have to be flexible because the enemies and the locations are going to be very different and therefore you have to be very much in sync, in tune with all the activities and ongoings out there on screen. So really, what better way to experience this game but by doing free play? And this is exactly what we are going to do. In fact, today, compared to yesterday, I'm going to be doing it. So personally, I will be having this experience of a different kind of encounter in the wild, and equally all the viewers will be able to enjoy the skills and abilities that each javelin suit has. I tried Storm and Ranger so far. The reason I played the Ranger yesterday throughout was purely to do with the fact I've not been to free play previously, and I want to be familiar with my suit and with my components prior to actually exploring the universe, because I've done quite a bit of it yesterday, so I know what to expect. I'll be trying out different suits with different abilities, and also we are going to be equipping the suit with perhaps different weapons in order to see how they work in combat and how they're able to tackle whatever hostilities come our way. So as you know, Anthem is one of the biggest games ever produced by BioWare, and indeed one of the biggest games of this decade. There's huge amount of anticipation in the community about how this game is going to work out, because obviously people are very dedicated Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate fans, and we have Neverwinter as well. Don't forget that this was a tremendous RPG done for PC, and I still absolutely love playing Neverwinter on my PC, and it's very immersive. And in fact, Dragon Age was an extension of that world, which was combining the itinerary of Neverwinter but actually bringing it into a concept previously seen in Mass Effect. So this game really combines all the very best of all the other games that BioWare ever produced, and it is giving us literally hundreds of hours of very enjoyable and very entertaining gameplay. So I really can't wait for that 22nd of February to roll. It is only slightly less than 21 days away, but you know, everybody who is a subscriber to Origin is going to be able to access it already on the 15th, and that is what EA, Electronic Arts, have announced. Hopefully some of us are also going to be able to access at least something a bit earlier, if not a week ahead of the release, but maybe a day or two, I'm hoping, for those of us who were really dedicated VIP demo grinders last week, when we were plagued by those issues, the technical problems and everything else which was occurring. And of course, in my case, everything has been broadcasted and recorded, so therefore you are going to be able to see everything through my archive, and just simply go there and have a look. And so I think, considering what we said so far, it's the time to crack on with our gameplay in the Anthem free world. I'm very grateful to Ipto for coming in and watching. I did not have a very busy community yesterday while streaming, and I think the reason for that is quite simple. Presently we have 30,000 streamers doing the demo, and therefore, you know, each one of those is pegged to their own community, and my community presently is not pegged to Anthem but to Destiny. And I think a lot of Destiny veterans are, I guess, somewhat in two minds about Anthem and waiting to see how everything is to develop as the game is released. I did have a few veterans coming in saying that they really, you know, like the sounds from the community, but they do not want to be trying the demo because demo is a spoiler, and they want to try the game as it comes out, when it comes out, which indeed is on the 22nd of February, as you know. So therefore, we've been a bit quiet, but nevertheless, my gameplay was very enjoyable. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I really also enjoyed talking to those community members who came in with their comments and views, and everyone who wanted to really be a part of this new Anthem community. I think Anthem World is going to be uniting many fans of Mass Effect, The Division, Warmind, and Warframe, I said, and all the other games which are with multiplayer in the universe. I forgot to mention Destiny, but I'm just assuming that everybody who loves Destiny will come in and have a look. Although I have to say, those Destiny fans that are more inclined to any form of FPS, and people who really want a lot of that competitive element in the game, perhaps initially Anthem may not be as exciting, because it does comprise all the other aspects of gameplay, but I think it is likely that Anthem will also have some forum similar to Crucible where people are going to be able to engage on that level as well. So this is Fort Tarsis. As you know, we have here lots of different characters, and Matthias is the main character who's giving us various directions and orders. The many other characters in here, we've gone through Fort Tarsis yesterday. I actually don't want to spend much time in here. This chap
My philosophy is pretty simple. If you can grill it, it's not worth your trouble. A man's stomach needs standards.
What's interesting, every single time you enter this demo, once you reload the game, each character is telling you something else. Although you cannot talk to them because they are not accessible in the demo mode, the vast majority of them.
Maybe I should trim my beard. It is fashionable, right? I don't even know.
When all said and done, 3 of Matthias isn't so bad. If it were 3 Hallex, I'd burn the fort down.
As you can see, their comments are also very, very humorous and very engaging. So all very good. Matthias is here, and we are to be now proceeding. Well, we can still talk to Jack. Let's see what he has to say. Every time he's one of the freelancers. Every time he was engaging with us. So let's see.
Hey, how are things here? We got freelancers going in and out, work getting done. I got reports and charts flying all over. Never dull. How about you? You holding up?
I'm out there doing what I love. That's what matters.
No argument there. Good attitude, clear head. They get you through, right?
You know. If anyone's got a good attitude.
Hey, I'm as human as anyone. We've all had that job that should have been different.
What's yours?
Truth time. All right, that's fair. The Heart of Rage mission, a few years back. I was supposed to go too. I did something stupid, got injured before heading out. Someone took my place. They lost the cipher. Maybe their life. That doesn't compare to you, but...
You felt guilty?
Yeah. Everyone else called me lucky.
It wasn't your fault.
I know that now. But hey, I appreciate it. We have to support each other on both sides of the wall. Okay, enough of my sob story. It's a new day, right? Let's get back to it.
Sounds good. See you later, Jack.
You got it.
As you could see, we are going to have a lot of dialogue here with many different characters. And I think there's been a bit said, although not a lot, by BioWare and their lead people. They indicated that the RPG element perhaps is not going to be as vast as experienced in Mass Effect or in Dragon Age, but actually I think that what they meant was that the options given when we talk to them will be simplified. So instead of given 6 options or choices, we are given 2, and they're pursuing like 2 different emotions in our character. One is polite and diplomatic, the other one is perhaps more aggressive, warrior-like. And I think it will be very important for everyone to stick to one of those when doing the game, because the actual outcome, the quests and whatever you are to be facing throughout the Anthem universe is going to be very much based on your responses, the way you talk to people and the way you engage with those characters. So remember that, and indeed if you have one run through when you are polite and diplomatic, then you can still restart the game and go from the beginning and then try everything as a warrior who is perhaps a bit abrasive. So definitely plenty of fun to be had, and we are now progressing to the shortcut. This is our shortcut to the launch pad.
That's what I heard. The whole thing gone.
A freelancer stole it.
Just passing along what I heard.
Gets worse every day.
In this area here, which is literally at the top of that back passage, you always get 2 shady characters discussing something and talking about some mischief. and I think they're likely to be also engaged with in the full game, but at the moment we cannot do that. But every single time when you're going up there, there are going to be 2 characters waiting for you. We have sentinels protecting some of the gates, and they're here and there. They remind us of characters from Destiny and Halo in terms of the design. There are always 2, the history of the world, and then we are going up here to our javelin suit. So as you know, in order to make sure that everything is as it should be, we need to go to this section here.
Lucky Jack's been a busy one. Shipper relics are playing havoc with his suit. I'll have to add more shielding.
Zoe is one of the maintenance people, and she always talks to us anytime we come here to the launch pad. So when we come here, we access this panel called Forge, and then once accessing it, we are given our full introduction to our javelin suit, which can be customized. And presently we are having this character, the Ranger, so that is our javelin suit, and we are going to be using it at the beginning today as well. But then for the second run we are going to change it to Colossus, and later to Interceptor, and even later than that we are going to be using Storm. I equipped my character yesterday with the best possible weaponry, and I was quite happy with my assault rifle, and the assault rifle was these are the venom darts. This is a type of ammunition which I'm using, and let me just have a look at the rest. What can be doing? You can craft items with pressing X if you have specific rarity of the blueprint unlocked and the required craft materials. Blueprints are unlocked primarily by completing marked challenges. Craft materials also obtained primarily from harvestable objects in the world, primarily in free play, and from salvaging existing items, but can also be purchased for some gold, some coins. Okay, so it looks like I acquired some of those, and I'm sort of curious to see 3 acid darts, missiles. No, let's go back. This didn't seem to be my venom darts, power 14, assault launcher. Sledgehammer, power 18, served me really well. Really good weapon, and I'm quite keen I actually have chosen that one because we have even some of those weapons with greater power, and I think the reason for that is we are moving up the ladder with experience points, and therefore now we are able to access even mightier weapons. So we have this one with 19 rare assault rifle, so I think perhaps we are to take this one, 3650. Okay, we'll equip the Warden, which is power of 19. Very quickly we'll have a look if there's anything else of that sort of strength there. So I'm literally customizing my character and re-equipping because we are getting some better kit and better weapons, which indeed is awesome. So presently we are going to be swinging from the previous Sledgehammer assault rifle to the Warden rare assault rifle. Its power is 19, damage 70%, RPM 600, ammunition 36, so that means 36 magazines, and optimal range of 45. Okay. Secondary weapon is our sniper, which served us really well, and I want to see whether we can get a better sniper. Okay. So this is a nice sniper. It's only 13. Let's see what other sniper rifles there are altogether. Marksman rifle, uncommon shotgun, light machine gun, resolution, scout. So these are, what's the last one? Uncommon sniper rifle. Okay. Whirlwind, uncommon sniper rifle. Where's the other one that we've seen there? Okay, we'll go for that whirlwind, which is 17. Don't know whether we can get anything more powerful than that. Doesn't look like it. So we'll take that whirlwind 17. But I want to see crafting. If you want to craft, common light machine gun, heavy pistol craft and a sledgehammer, scout, defender. Oh, we can. So we can craft our whirlwind. Let's see what happens when we craft. Well, we can't, because we do need okay, so we were given some extra crafting and have 1% ammo per pickup, 20% spare ammunition, so we can confirm and continue. Let's see whether we can do this again. Rare. So now we increased our power to 19. Inscriptions, 1% ammo per pickup, 5% javelin sniper rifle ammunition, and 0% weak point damage. Okay, so that's fine for now. As you can see, we were able, oh, I need to confirm that. We were able to craft, and therefore we have just a moment. Yeah. But I don't understand why is it that we didn't really. So we go to craft, rarity, rare, epic. That's locked. It looks like we can't do it because we were crafting it on a different level, and therefore we can't do any more, or we used everything that was there for us. So it looks like that has been completed. I'm doing this slowly because I'm not familiar with crafting. So we have rare assault rifle, which is here, and let's have a look at crafting. Let's just see, that is warden. Okay, so let's see, savage, relentless, blastback, sledgehammer, scout, scattershot, defender, deadeye, fulcrum, whirlwind. Well, we can't really do anything to this one. We don't have anything to craft it with. Okay, so I think generally we are happy with our primary and our secondary. Our primary is wooden, rare assault rifle. And our secondary is whirlwind. And rare assault rifle is quite good in strength, power 19, and also rare is better than uncommon. And as you could see, the secondary weapon is our sniper. The whirlwind served us really well during our free play yesterday, so really absolutely astonishing sniper rifle. And you could see that the level of the weapon, or the strength of it, is corresponding also with the label. The label is in a separate color, well, in a specific color. So rare assault rifle is more powerful than uncommon. Uncommon is colored green, rare is colored blue. So that is very easily noticed when you look at your screen, your loadout. So we'll have a look at the assault launcher. Assault launcher is basically the rockets, and we are going to change those because I was using those venom darts yesterday and I wasn't that over the moon with them, so I think we'll go for seeking missile 10, and launches a missile that tracks towards the target. Impact is combo, which means several missiles are being launched at once. So that's seeking missile. Let's see whether we can craft it. Venom darts, seeking missile, we can. Okay. Uncommon, rare, that's all locked. Okay, see whether we can craft. We can't craft because we do not have many enough chimeric compound, and the reason is simple, I use them for my sniper rifle. So we are going to equip venom darts, seeking missile. Seeking missile is basically a missile which is going to be fired directly at the enemy. So that's pretty good, and I wasn't that happy with those, what were they called? Venom darts, right? They didn't seem to be as effective. And then grenade, we'll see what the grenade's like. We'll check the grenade. We've chosen the biggest, the best one, frost grenade, seeker grenade, okay, seeker grenade, and frag grenade. Okay, frost grenade probably the best. And we'll craft. Frost grenade, can we craft? Yeah, we can't because we do lack chimeric compound, which we are going to be collecting as we carry on with our exploration. Components, let's see, shield reinforcement, 9. Well, not quite, the one I've got is 15. So let's see, and there's some 16 as well. That's the grenade. Shield reinforcement 15, armor reinforcement. So we've got the best shield reinforcement 15. Maybe this one. This one may be better. 16 in there, but that's grenade. Augment armor reinforcement. Melee inscriptor. So we are happy with the one we've got. Now, I don't think we can craft. There's nothing here to craft, is there? Nope. Okay, so shield reinforcement is the best. Support gear. We have bulwark point. And that's basically the field which can augment allies inside. It's like a shield which you throw, and we have the one mustard point. Well, I think we are going to take mustard point. It's a better quality gear, and mustard point deploys a field that augments allies inside, increasing gun damage. Right? So let's see, can this be crafted? No, it can't be crafted. So that is all in order. our appearance we might change a bit.
Here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Let's see. Paint. Okay. I'm kind of quite happy with the way I designed my Ranger. I think. This is quite good as well. Take that. Got the tertiary. See that. It's more of a cam, if you like camouflage. I think this is quite good. I like that clean appearance everywhere. And just the variance of color. And that's quite good. And then primary soft. Nice, too bright. This is quite good. I'm quite happy with that. I think that's quite awesome. Bit like gloss finish, really good. And then secondary soft. Don't get it. Where is it? It's like lots of different colors and bits, but I quite like that. It's quite good as well. Take that. And what's the last one? Tertiary soft. Okay, I'll take that. It's quite good. So there we are. We got our Ranger. So we are going to take a snapshot of our ranger as well. And then we'll see him also from behind like that. Somewhat different design to the previous one. He looks really menacing. Looks like a real warrior with all these colors, you know. In fact, for myself, maybe the components I can see look a bit tribal. But we like it that way. So that's all in order. Now we are ready
There's more crits than people down there.
to enter our ranger. As you could see, changed completely. And we can start expedition by jumping in. We are going to be continuing with free play, of course. So we've chosen that already. And we are going to be starting expedition in no time. So please bear with me. I need to make a hot drink before we crack on with our beautiful, exciting, and greatly entertaining exploration of our Anthem universe. What is awaiting for us out there is the question. And indeed, as we proceed with our ranger to some of those destinations, we are going to find out. There we are, my friends. We are now going to be continuing with our free play. As said, we are just quite excited to see what awaits us there. And without further ado, we've chosen free play. The difficulty level is easy, and now we now are going to start expedition. It does take a little while to load, but when it does, then we are cracking on. And the infinite loading screen indeed has not been causing us any problems during the weekend so far. Hopefully it will be absent today as well. But considering it is a Saturday night, maybe lots of people will be doing the demo. But on the other hand, I think perhaps not people will be out, therefore not doing it during the evening. So let's see. It is somewhat slower than yesterday. That's the first impression I have. But as you could see, the problems are persisting. Rubber banding is present. Can somebody tell me as to why that is? What I'm curious about is section here. I see hold pickup. So I don't know what I picked up. Just admiring my new suit. Take a snapshot of that as well. You know, when this game works, it really does so beautifully. But when you get rubber banding, it just drives you mad. I've been here yesterday, so I know exactly where I am. And we can just literally jump off and then explore the territory. As you can see on the map, there are other people in there as well, exploring the weird, unknown, wonderful, beautiful, mysterious Anthem universe. And we have lots of different districts in there. And as we walk around, certain locations are unlocked. I've been to the necropolis yesterday. I've been to the well. I've been to the mandible. The mandible was very menacing because lots of enemies were hiding in the catacombs there, and I did have a lot of difficulty in getting rid of them. The hollows. So maybe we'll walk towards the mandible and then engage some of the enemies. Basically what we'll do is we'll do one run on Ranger, and after that we are going to go there with Colossus. So we'll see whether the enemies are likely to be a bit more vulnerable to Colossus damage. But without further ado, we are going to do a few of those acrobatics. Here's that melee hit, doing that. You press your square, your triangle button in order to do that. And then I'm just trying to see. You can even walk like that, but that also is a kind of a melee attack, which is like a head-on punch. Peaceful creatures. Hello. I'm not one of those brutes killing those lovely pets. And I've seen many people on Twitter doing that, and I ask myself a question: why on earth are you so trigger happy when you face so many hostiles and enemies out there? Well, the answer is as yet unknown to me. Well, you see, there are two ways to which we can explore the territory. One of these is up here before us, and I did not go this way, so we are going to choose this path today. This is your memorial gate, and in here we already have some hostiles. This is a hostile, and something is firing at us, as you could see. So we can literally neutralize the hostiles. This sniper is, I can tell you already, a lot more powerful than the whirlwind we used yesterday. It's powered up, so far so good. That's just amazing. I just love the way it's designed. The world is so mysterious. So we are given a quest, and this is what keeps happening in the free world. Secure the vault's contents to the Arcanists. So we need to reactivate the vault. And you can see this pointer. The pointer is telling us where we need to go. And the instructions in our top right corner are basically telling us what to do. Lightning is deadly, so you better avoid it at all times. I do have some hostiles incoming, I think. No, this wasn't a hostile creature. But somebody is engaging hostiles down there. Okay. He doesn't even know what's hitting him. Isn't that great? Actually launch these new grenades. This one. That's beautiful. See, I'm helping my friend in there.
Find the tuning point, and we can start matching
What's
the frequencies.
Some weapon user me by the looks of it. I can't see a thing. Rubber banding as well.
Tuning points. We can start matching the script frequency.
To get away from that as soon as possible, because they're killed.
Matching the frequency.
They can see me.
Final tuning will take time. Stay close to the vault. That's trouble. Push them back.
I need to be able to get away from here.
Scars are going to cause trouble. We need to clear the area. Script frequencies accepted. Sending a message to the archivists. They'll be pleased with this one.
No. Rubber banding again. Rubber banding just about everywhere. Just got away from that place.
you've got them on the run. Fine work, my friend.
Well, if this is the way it's gonna be, then I'll have really very unpleasant Saturday because it's ridiculous. Really already plagued by rubber banding everywhere. It's just ridiculous. Can't fly, can't move, can't do anything. And the enemies down there as well, I can see them. Rubber banding everywhere. There isn't even a spot through which I can escape. What is causing this abomination? Does anyone know? There, guys, just like I want to use my ultimate weapon on those enemies, and I couldn't because it's glued to this area. Can't get out. This whole area is jinxed. Shouldn't have gone in that first place. Well, every single time when you are completing a quest, you get this chest and all the loot is there for you to collect. Nobody else can collect it before you get there. Can't be stolen by any other gamer. So that's pretty good. It's quite different to some of the other games, and it's not timed, so you can come there at any time and collect it. The quality of the loot is dependent on your power level, so remember that. we are doing free play and exploring this wonderful Anthem universe. We're plagued by very serious slag, which is called rubber banding, as you just would have seen a moment ago, which is causing us major concerns. I missed that. These are enemies. Someone else is also trying to neutralize this beast. And it is going to end. I got my sniper rifle to work at the end. And I think there are some other beasts in there by the looks of it, so better sniper them. See this one? Hiding down there. Okay. So watch this. That grenade's freezing them. And then they are instantly killed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be collecting some ammunition that's left after they were gone. Stride away unlocked. So you can see as we are progressing, we are also unlocking different quests and sub-quests. But I did film that clip of rubber banding, and I'll send it to some of the team leaders, and I'll ask them really to tell me what's causing it. Because it's been a major menace. Something in here. But we can't use it at the moment. But to tell you the truth, this is the area which I visited yesterday, I believe. And I just came in here through from another direction, recognizing it, but I do see that there are some items there which can be harvested, for instance this one, so we are going to be harvesting those instantly. And I think lots of my friends there, not playing together with me, did forget to harvest, and I did forget to explore these areas, you know, it's literally racing. And harvesting is very important, because by doing so you're collecting items which are going to be eventually providing you with crafting on weapons and kit, meaning you'll be increasing your power. There is another one down there, I think, as well. We'll just explore this section here on the upper deck before we go down there. mission area. We're not come here. The crop terraces. As you can see, this rubber banding is not always persisting, but when it does happen, like here, when it's annoying, it could have been here. Oh, is that collectible? Oh, it is, yeah, just to walk through it. Uncommon amber. Well, as you could see in the distance, we have lots of enemies, so we better be ready for those. Quite like the way that you can be sliding as well. How am I going to be fighting these enemies if I'm rubber banding all the time? Rubber banding killed me. There's nothing I could do. I need to send that video clip to the development team to see what they will say, because this is ridiculous. Completely different area, I think. Yeah. The dam. These are sentinels.
Stay alert, freelancer.
Look at that view. Amazing. We are continuing with our exploration of that wonderful Anthem universe. Another item which can be harvested in here, as you can see. So when you come close, harvest it, and then we can see we got 50 experience points and some materials gathered. 1 chimeric alloy was acquired. Which is pretty good. And we are in completely no hurry. We just want to be seeing everything for ourselves. To explore every single corner of that absolutely vast territory. So I'm curious to see where we are at the moment. Okay, going back a bit. It's going to look very impressive, I think. I like taking pretty pictures, and this is definitely one of those. You can see where we are. Valley of Tarsus. Right. Let's look down below a bit. I did see this correctly. So there are lots of enemies in there. Collected one rare item. Still a few of those enemies are left out, so we have to be alert. Rubber banding, wretched rubber banding, yet again for the umpteenth time. I mean, honestly, it's just so ridiculous. You can't really even enter a firefight without it. Ridiculous. Now I realise that's why he was not possible to kill, because simply I was rubber banded all the time. My weapons were not operating properly. The infinite weapon, the ultimate weapon, didn't really work on him either. The only problem I'm experiencing on the technical level during this weekend is rubber banding. Everything else seems to have disappeared. And what else could I tell you? It is extremely annoying. All the firefights are lost because of this. Literally in the middle of a firefight it occurs and then nothing works. The attention to detail is actually mouth-watering. It's incredible when you look at every single bit in here. And I'm not even streaming in the highest resolution. So you could imagine if you are doing Anthem on PC with top-notch graphics card, or if you're doing it on Xbox One X, PlayStation Pro, the results are just simply astonishing. The quality of, you know, the environment and the texture of it all is just incredible. You know, a lot of people ask me, why don't you fly? Also in Destiny. And it's quite simple. In life, I prefer to walk. I much prefer to walk than drive or fly, and that is the sole reason. I like walking and seeing. You know, wherever I go, I just look at everything. It's funny how your psychology of gaming represents also your psychology in life. And it's literally almost a new science to be created, you know? In fact, we do have a lot of online psychologists or people who analyze the behavior online, but I think analyzing it in seclusion is perhaps not a good idea. It needs to be literally blending with all other experiences elsewhere to be able to identify people's character traits and, you know, all else. So we've actually come back. For some reason it seems that some areas have a lot more rubber banding and many more dead spots. I don't know why, but it just appears to be that way. Look at these waterfalls. Look at that. It's a bit like something out of Brazil or Argentina, isn't it? So instead of being dropped into the abyss, we can fly over. That's great. I would really like to take a picture of it as well. Just like pretty pictures. I like taking lots of photographs as well. Anyone interested, you can just go to my Facebook and see all of my work in media industry. Loads of photographs in there, but they're not of nature, they're of people. Castle been harvested. It's like FOB, which means forward operating base, and with it I get rubber banding again. As soon as there's some other extra activity in there, we are getting it. Enemy. It's ridiculously disappeared. Watchtower of Arath. 50 experience points we collected. Watchtower of Arath, so that's up here. Okay. Tomb of Artemia. These are quite dangerous enemies, you know, the big ones. They come in and they basically eat you up at once and you're gone. So you really have to watch out for them. Yeah. reloading is also very fast compared to hand cannons and some of the automatic rifles in Destiny, so that's pretty good because you don't want to be wasting up time on, you know, loading and all else. But unfortunately, it does happen. Okay. Major enemy assault. No. Very good. We will actually hold this elevated position, try to kill them from above. Which in the military is the rule number 1. Didn't work. Don't know why. The weakest of all enemies are going to kill me because of that rubber banding in there, look at it. Every single time when I had a firefight, there was rubber banding and I got killed, even by the weakest enemies. And that is just completely infuriating. We are going to be having a bit more of the gameplay and then we'll have a break. So far so good. had it not been plagued by those rubber banding problems, I'll be in my break writing to the development team and I'll be sending them those clips asking why on earth is this happening. I like walking through those. Lovely pictures for us all. It's funny because the enemy was both operating correctly and then glitched. You probably would have seen that. And my subclass or my special powers didn't seem to work too well. When frozen, the enemy was completely resistant to an incoming fire. It should have been the other way around. Another FOB. So what is there? I just want to go to Tomb of Actinia. Quite curious to see what that's like. Tomb of Actinia should be then to our left somewhere. Where am I being transported to? I don't have any team members. I don't have any missions. far, but... Oh, he's there. That's the first time I didn't have that rubber banding when killing that beast. So that is astonishing. Just quite surprised that there wasn't any. One wonders why. There are some enemies there. Now, dear friends, we have seen how even in this instance with massive rubber banding I was able to destroy the enemy, so that was pretty good. It was the first time it happened literally in 5 days of demo gameplay, so something is happening and hopefully the problems are being resolved. I'm going to have a short break, and then when we come back we'll carry on with our fantastic, beautiful, mysterious, wonderful, in-depth Anthem universe explorations. So come back for more expeditions in free play, and hope you are going to enjoy all these firefights, creatures and locations which we all are going to find. So until then, I wish you all a very, very good evening.